Welcome to Stoic Flame. Your comfort zone will kill you, not in the literal sense, but in a much deeper way. It will suffocate your potential, silence your spirit, and slowly take away everything you could have been. The comfort zone is seductive. It whispers, "Stay here, it's safe, it's easy, it's familiar." And for a while, it feels good. But day by day, it drains your strength. It makes you weaker, softer, and blind to what life could be outside the walls of ease. The Stoics believed that life is not meant to be lived in constant ease. Seneca once wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Think about that for a moment. Without challenge, without discomfort, you remain unshaped, untested, unrefined. Like a blade that never touches the stone, you remain dull. Comfort is dangerous because it disguises itself as peace. But true peace doesn't come from avoiding struggle. It comes from knowing that no matter how harsh the storm, you have the strength to stand. That strength is built only in discomfort. When you wake up earlier than your body wants to, when you take on a task you fear, when you step into the unknown, trembling but determined, that is where life begins. Look back at history. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, didn't become one of the wisest leaders by choosing an easy life. He faced wars, betrayals, plagues, and endless responsibilities. Yet instead of hiding in comfort, he chose the harder path: to endure, to act with justice, and to rule with wisdom. He reminded himself daily, do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. The comfort zone is like a slow poison. You don't notice its effects right away. You sit there, scrolling, delaying, repeating the same small routines. Days feel safe. Weeks pass without risk. But then one day, you look back and realize you have wasted months, maybe years, living a life smaller than what you were capable of. Ask yourself, are you alive or are you just existing? Because existence is comfortable. You wake, you eat, you work a little, you sleep. But to live is something else entirely. To live is to risk. To live is to grow. To live is to step into uncertainty, to embrace discomfort, and to discover the strength you never thought you had. Epictetus, born a slave, didn't wait for comfort. He said difficulties show what men are, and he was right. Comfort hides your true self. Discomfort reveals it. When the storm comes, when you are tested, when life pushes you to the edge, that's when your character is born. Think of your own life, the moments you remember, the ones that shaped you. They weren't easy. They were moments when you wanted to quit, but didn't. When you stood up, even though fear whispered that you couldn't. Those moments live forever in your memory because they showed you what you're truly made of. So here is the truth. Your comfort zone is not your friend. It is your enemy. It is the invisible cage that keeps you from your destiny. Break free from it. Wake up earlier than you want to. Face the task you've been avoiding. Have the difficult conversation. Take the risk you've been delaying. Step into the cold water, feel the shock, and know that this is what growth feels like. Life will not wait for you. Time will not pause while you hesitate. Every day you spend in comfort is a day stolen from your greatness. But maybe you're thinking, if comfort feels so good, why should I let it go? The answer is simple. Because comfort today becomes regret tomorrow. Comfort is always borrowed happiness. You enjoy it now, but you pay the price later. The Stoics understood this. They practiced something called voluntary discomfort. Seneca would sometimes sleep on the floor, eat the simplest food, and wear rough clothes, even though he was wealthy. Why? To remind himself that he didn't need luxury, that he could endure hardship, and that real freedom begins when you no longer fear discomfort. Ask yourself, when was the last time you deliberately chose the harder path? The human spirit is like a muscle. If you keep it relaxed all the time, it weakens. But when you stretch it, when you put it under pressure, it grows. Comfort is the enemy of growth, but discomfort is the birthplace of greatness. Think of the soldier who trains under the burning sun, not because it's easy, but because one day it will save. Think of the writer who spends long nights with nothing but silence, chasing words that don't come easily. Think of the athlete who runs until every muscle burns, yet keeps moving. None of them grow inside comfort. They grow because they refuse to stop when things get hard. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "The obstacle is the way. Whatever stands in your path, whatever makes you afraid, whatever makes you uncomfortable, that is not a barrier. That is your path. Your fear is not there to stop you. It is there to guide you, to show you exactly where you must go. Every time you avoid discomfort, you also avoid transformation. You miss the chance to become someone stronger. And here lies the danger. Comfort convinces you that tomorrow will be the day you finally change. But tomorrow never comes. Days blur into weeks, weeks into months, and years pass while you wait, until one day you realize life has already slipped away. The Stoics taught us to live as if each day were our last. Epictetus said, "How long are you going to wait before you demand the best of yourself?" He didn't say tomorrow. He didn't say next week. He said now, because the only moment you ever truly own is this one. So what is your comfort zone? Maybe it's the job you hate but refuse to leave. Maybe it's the unhealthy routine you repeat every night. Maybe it's the fear of failure that keeps you from starting the dream you carry in your heart. Whatever it is, know this: it is slowly draining your life. Step out. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Begin with something small. Wake up before dawn and feel what it's like to own the morning. Say no to the distractions that waste your time. Push yourself into silence, into study, into action. You will feel resistance. You will feel fear. But beyond that fear is freedom. Life is not meant to be lived half asleep. And yet most people will never wake up. They will remain in comfort until their final breath. But you have a choice: to rise, to step out, to become more than what you are today. And now, if you've stayed with me this far, you already know the truth. Comfort is not peace. Comfort is the slow death of the soul. And yet, every human being is tempted by it. You, me, even the greatest Stoics of history. They all felt the pull of ease. But the difference lies here. They refused to be slaves to it. Cato the Younger, a Stoic who stood against tyranny, lived simply, endured hardship, and never allowed himself to sink into softness. He believed that a man's strength is measured not by how much comfort he enjoys, but by how much truth he is willing to stand for, even if it costs him everything. And you, what are you willing to stand for? Will you choose the small life that asks nothing of you? Or will you rise to meet the life that demands everything? The Stoics believed that every hardship, every challenge, is not an enemy, but a gift. Seneca reminded us, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. How much of your life has already been spent inside comfort, repeating the same safe routines? How much longer will you delay the life you were meant to live? Imagine yourself at the end of your days. Imagine looking back and asking, did I truly live, or did I only exist? That moment will come, and when it does, comfort will not matter. What will matter are the moments you dared, the risks you took, the battles you fought, the growth you earned. Life is calling you beyond the walls of ease. Outside your comfort zone is not death. It is life itself. It is the fire that will forge your spirit, the struggle that will carve your strength, the path that will lead you to meaning. So take the step. Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for the perfect moment. This moment right now is your chance to break free, to face fear, to embrace discomfort, to become who you were always meant to be. Remember, your comfort zone will kill you, but beyond it lies the life you dream of, the life you deserve, the life that will make you proud when your time here is done. The Stoics whispered this truth across the centuries: memento mori. Remember that you must die, but also remember, until that day comes, you must truly live. So rise, step out, begin now. If these words moved you, if they reminded you of the strength that already lives within you, then join us here at Stoic Flame. This is a place for those who seek growth, wisdom, and the courage to live beyond comfort. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next step on this journey. And if this message gave you value, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we rise beyond the comfort zone and step into the life we are meant to live.